Sure. Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know what it is. It's a blue motherfucking Monday. You're here with your boy. And you don't know it's the D2E platform. Yes, Earthquake Sound International for those who don't know, D2E podcast for those of the now, and Grand Rising to everybody. Everybody. Grand Rising. Not good morning, even though this year it's going to be some different ish popping this year. Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to say it out loud and clear for those who don't understand what's popping right now. There's a lot of ish that's popping right now. In the last 2 weeks, I gave you all the information, so please go to those 2 last lives and take a listen and see where I was coming from and what I was talking about. Real shit. So to continue on what I was saying about what's going on with Toronto and Canada, our so-called leadership, and shit that's popping off with our brothers down in the South there in America. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That isn't it the inauguration today?
Well, you know, President Trump is doing his dizzle. He's now dazzling his people who voted him in.
Yeah.
That's the timing right now, them the pod.
But we got our own problems here.
Oh yeah, we definitely got problems, but we follow these guys, man. So we got to be careful, especially with the politicians that we got in right now. Anybody heard what Mr. Ford is dealing with right now?
Well,
Heard that Mr. Ford got merch for sale. Canada ain't for sale.
You're damn right, it ain't for sale.
So you're agreeing with Mr. Doug Ford's idea of Canada ain't for sale.
Well, should it be?
I don't think he's even on that thing for himself. This is the guy who made Sticker Company blow up during the so-called jab era. This is the guy that's made umps of money with our so-called prime minister. You get me? When there's people dying and starving and homelessness and all sorts of shit. Like, you got to remember, Canada, Toronto has put out the information that we've had a boost. Almost 100% boost in our food banks where people are going to the food banks. 100% boost, Joe.
Well, check it out. Don't you see the food prices and the tax them and
oh yeah. I seen all of that. But
you have to expect a ripple effect.
Oh, this is beyond a ripple effect. This is ridiculous. If you look at the price of housing 40 years ago to the price of housing 20 years ago to the price of housing right now, Toronto, oh my God, these people are our people, man. It's not good. It's not good at all. I'm saying, like, we are one of those countries that for some reason there is no such thing as a renter's cap or a landlord cap. Like, this shit's ridiculous. All right, folks. It's basically saying you come to Toronto and you're looking for a 1-bedroom apartment. Okay, just a 1-bedroom apartment with a kitchen and a bathroom. You are paying condo prices for that. Okay. Then on top of that, here's a bigger joke. The mediocre jobs that you would swear are all over the place are being taken over by robots. If this doesn't seem like somebody is scared to be around other human beings, these are the things that you'd be happy to hear, that you're going to get served by a robot if you happen to be on road, if you're not Uber eating it already. The world's crazy. You see the joke, the ironicity of how I'm complaining about convenience? Crazy. It must be my melanin. Got me going nuts right now. But like I said, it's nuts because even if I want to say Trump's getting into power, Canada was supposed to get together and talk to its people and find out from the people what we should do. That's what's really supposed to happen. But I doubt that's going down. My question is right now, are there any rappers, singers, and entertainers of any sort at this inaugurational ball? I heard Snoop Dogg cracking some jokes via internet, but I ain't going to repeat none of that. Straight, but he was cracking some jokes on it. Yeah, man. And what I don't understand altogether, our country, Canada here, is that we don't want to talk to our people neither. Like we're doing exactly what the Americans are doing when it comes to the whole government separated from the people type shit. Like it's ridiculous right now. You know what I mean? For a man who is a politician to come up with merch, I don't understand if I'm supposed to be kind of looking at that like, is he making another bag? Or am I supposed to take it as it's one of those he's really trying to rally behind the average people? Because the only average people are the ones that are really affected by this. The rich people ain't affected by this. And anybody who's rich is close enough to be wealthy, is when I'm saying rich at this point, because you may be in a 3-bedroom house, extra attic, big ass basement, 6-car garage, and guess what? Uh, what you're paying for it is not based on what the value is. It's told to you due to the government. Because all it takes is a couple melanellan kids to come around that place, hang around that place, and then you're losing money and value and property value. That's crazy. That's nuts. And that's happening now in 2024. Big up to all the real estate people who don't see any color when they're dealing with their clients and future projects. Like big up to you guys, salute to you guys. I know you guys are in a hard field to deal with, but I got to give you real estate people props. Some of y'all people really go hard for your clients, and I rate you and respect y'all for that. But I gotta be on the up and up with some shit right now. Aside from that, I told y'all about Ford making Canada great again, but from my point of view, he got merch, so like he's making money off of this, and to me, you should have enough money to give everybody in Ontario some free merch 2-3 times over before you even came on the internet talking about you selling shit. Like
That's why he coming up with the 200.
like that I think that's all a fucking scam, bro. Honest, I think that's a scam. I don't think.
I'm just saying, like, that's, you said what you said, so
Yeah, true, true,
that's why
true,
I'm
true,
coming up with that.
true, true,
Not
true,
true.
true.
So
True.
so his thing is, yo, you're all gonna have the money to buy it.
Okay. I see what you're saying. He's rigging the game. He's rigging the game. I get it. He's rigging the game. He's rigging the game. But Toronto has such bad traffic. Our athletes be using it against the other teams, so it is what it is.
Come on, man.
It is what it is, fam.
You won't really want me to go there.
Oh, we could go anywhere we want. This is a blue motherfucking Monday.
Well, yeah, blue indeed.
Definitely a blue motherfucking Monday.
Blue needs to just turn green.
Oh, no.
Yo,
Not with the way these guys are using them lasers and shit. No. I think everything needs to turn blue for a little bit.
Nah, man, it needs to turn green.
What are you talking about? Did you not notice that things that were burnt up in LA happened that didn't get burnt happened to be blue? Yeah. You didn't notice that? It's a real crip friendly over there, eh? I'm talking about real estate people are releasing videos in tears, my brother, crying because they know they can't tell the truth and they know something's wrong, bro. How you gonna tell me everything that has the slightest shade of blue is okay?
Well, it ain't a shade of brown.
The wood was protected by blue fabric in the most worst fire of the century. Come on, people. It's still standing. There's pictures of this place that's on like a bar that has an outside patio with bare blue umbrellas, my lad. That picture's circulating hard.
It must be really welcoming to the Leafs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because it's all blue, eh?
Yeah, it seems like it's all blue. Might as well just next time y'all build a beautiful caucus in like that, a nice little town like that where all these gated people are all safe and comfort. Just remember, aside from adding proper water infiltration into the system there, paint all roofs blue. It may keep your house there, but we know there's something bigger than that that's popping, right? Because There was a couple houses that had two houses on their property. You know what I mean? Like they had a really big garage, so it was probably considered a guest home. And you know the funny thing is, my brother, there are pictures running around and people all over TikTok. We're gonna get into that. All over TikTok saying that the power meters that read the energy that goes through your home was used against the civilian people in a manner that you can consider it an energy well. So if you're telling me y'all got 1, 2 people locked up, basically saying that, you know, they are the reason of the fires, they're going to be seeing a judge based on that, then it should be all wrapped up with a bow, right? Everybody should be happy and plot up, right? I did say 2 weeks ago that it's a land grab because it obvious is a land grab. That's a definite. And okay, folks, I know I said I was going to segue into the TikTok thing, but just give me a second here. I don't know what our brothers got planned over there in America. In America. And if their current president, who already came in once and showed me he was the man of the people, even though the people called him racist, the people said he was this, the people said he was that. But in the facts, and I like facts because facts can get to results real quick. The facts showed the media that no matter how much you push what you push on your televisions and your radios and all that other platforms that are getting used right now, the average Joe, the get up and go to work every day for whatever goddamn reason they're getting up to go to work for, those people who keep the world that we call Western America, North America, going, these are the people that have power. And you've seen that with their current president that's in power right now. So I'm still standing on my 10 toes. I don't think our leader, dude in charge, even with the words that he said in the public eye, I really don't think he's going to leave office. I have no clue why the people who put him there decided to resign, not because, you know, they made thousands and millions of dollars while working with the little Elon Musk guy, who happens to now be best friends with the president of America at this moment in time.
Working for him.
Ooh la la la. How mighty our country used to be when we used to be Canada, when we used to be called out around the world. Now we're not called Canada around the world no more. We're called North America. And I said that before y'all New Year started.
Almost like USSR before it was Russia.
Bombo clot. I'm just saying, Toronto, we got to look at the world from the standpoint of what are they really doing for us? Because, like, hey, Vancouver, you gonna tell me you gonna let LA burn for real? For real, for real? Nobody over there decided to say, hey, politicians, we don't care that, you know, we ain't from that country.
You know what they say? How about you know, the tariffs there, you know?
Bomba clot. I don't business about a tariff if there's emergencies, though.
Let's just get real here with the gangsterism.
The gangsterism,
yeah, man.
The real gangsterism is the people have the power and we're not doing shit with it.
You need the water. We need taxes down.
Team agree.
We need the tariffs down.
Team agree.
So,
but the emergency's happening right now. Right now in now time.
But that's my opinion.
Talking about the emergency.
That's what's going on.
Let me talk about the emergency a little bit further. You know what's funny? That's all over local, public, and international news now. Not just the internet, folks. That the governor of LA or the mayor, whoever you want to put the blame on, said that they were prepped 48 hours before the fire started. Let that sink in a little bit.
So
They were prepped 48 hours before the fire started.
so let me play devil's advocate here.
Sure, Toronto.
So the insurance sitting them were canceled weeks ago beforehand, right?
Months.
Months ago.
Months.
And they were prepared. So it
Mhm.
sound like they
A
whoever
land grab.
sound like because certain peeps got caught, right? So it's like this. Here you go. Here's your money. Make sure you blow torch this and all that with the natural shit, right? But if you get catch, we don't know you, eh?
Hey.
You're on your own.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
No, I'm just saying. And at the same time, we're gonna have emergencies and all of that prepared and all of that and everything. You know, you gotta make it look like one thing, you know. You know what I'm saying?
I think they did a good job of making it look like one thing.
It's like this.
But I think their playbook sucks.
It's like this, brother. You have an assassin, right?
Uh-huh.
He gets paid,
Yeah.
but you have an assassin to assassinate the assassin.
Yes, you do.
So it's like that same thing. So you have the arsonists, right?
Yep.
It's natural, but all of a sudden you find these guys, they're doing some arson and shit. But yo, what where you going? Oh well, we just decided to do it. You know
Like
what I
I
mean?
said,
Because they ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't
put
gonna
a pretty
talk.
bow on it, yo. They put a pretty bow on it, just like they did that dude who smoked Mr. JFK. Like a pretty bow on it. It's not even funny. Like, and the worst part is, I'm a few days behind the latest news on the internet. That the internet's pretty much supposed to be on time with what's going on in the real world. That's how very upset I am with the world itself right now. Because it's like, you're telling me right now, your leaders just told the international and local news that they were 48 hours prepped for the fire. And this is before the winds got to like 100 miles, 130 something miles per hour, where I could say, yeah, I could see a chopper having some issues trying to land properly and drop water and thing. But if the fire started at a time and you guys were already prepped 48 hours prior to that, why didn't you stop it? What did you guys want to destroy? Why don't y'all just be real with that? Tell the people. Eddie Griffin's asking for that information. Dave Chappelle asked about that. But like somebody told me before, Toronto, why do us black people always send entertainers to do the talking for us?
Because it's easier to get the message out.
Okay.
But the same ones who could put out fires could create fires.
Well, obviously, I team agree with you on that one, because the section that was burning had no water to get to. You know what I mean? They had no water, and Eddie Griffin did point out that there's a married couple that bought the dam that could have helped in this situation. But again, that's not really the thing that's running around blowing my brains right now. My brain power is more thinking on how the hell that these fires popped up in this section of the city, and the houses that are connected with energy meters were all the houses that burned down. Because all the houses that didn't have an energy meter, we'll say a pool house, which say the spare room over the garage. You get me? Like places that don't really necessarily need a meter, because the meter needs to be displayed, right? So it has to be somewhere seen. Imagine if people were smart enough to keep the meter off of their houses. You just put it on the edge of your property and connect it to your house, right? Would that be a difference? But again, this is stuff that's running around on TikTok, right? Right now, currently, it's like super viral. Everybody on the West Coast who are over there that are not helping the actual people that are in jeopardy over there, those people, like you people, I understand. It's a bunch of rich people and their shit got burnt down. I get it. But those that are actually in the schools, going and living there, paying their rent to a landlord, those people need help. Those people are the stories that I want to see. Those are the people that I care to see if I care about the overall situation. Because rich people are rich people. They have insurance, regardless if they lost fire insurance 3 months ago. You have more insurance, right? Anyways, from my point of view, I just look at it as Canada, we can't have that problem. We just can't have that problem. It's ridiculous if we end up in that exact same problem.
How the hell we're gonna end up in that problem over here when it's so damn cold?
Well,
Huh?
they will use their so-called drones and do the exact same thing up here if they haven't been doing it already. I'm just saying. Current government right now is in bed with our brothers down
They would
south.
have to do it during the summertime because there's no way they could do it down now. It's cold as fuck. You know what
Well,
I mean?
hey Toronto, I trust the tech man who knows his technology,
You know what I mean?
right, Toronto? I can I get a gunshot for that? Big up to all the tech men out there, straight up, all the guys, the engineers, all those guys. Big up to you guys. You guys keep the world going. Thank you very much. Big up to you guys. We need you guys. But that's what I was wondering if the rest of the rest of the world is on that same energy with me, because like it's 3 weeks right now for me. I don't want to know what those people are going through for the last 21 days. I don't. If I can help, I'm going to help. I'm not going to brag about it, but I'm going to help. You see what I'm saying? If you can help, help, folks. Because, like, to me right now, we share Turtle Island, right? And if we really want our so-called Canadian status to go back to where it was in the 90s, the 80s, and the 70s, and whatever, me personally, I would like to bring it back to, like, I don't know, 1812 and done with it. At least people will be honest with each other. Fuck. Lying seems to be the thing around here. Lying seems to be the credit that everybody wants to jump on. You know what I mean? Everybody knows everybody because of Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're following the person doesn't mean you two are best friends. You see what I'm saying? Like, the reality of the situation is, where are you going and where is that person going? Because anybody who's staying still at this point in time is getting eat up.
Chewed up and spitting up.
And then they're crying about it. And this is the part where it has me baffled. If you're crying about being eaten up, how the f are you crying? Ain't you supposed to be?
I don't want people to feel sorry for them.
That's a pity train.
But a lot of people like that. You know?
When did this become the thing, though?
It's called attention issues.
I call it a temper tantrum that's not getting fixed.
Attention issues.
Because, come on, at the end of the day, you fall down, you scuff your knee. If nobody's around to laugh at you, you humble yourself and you get up. Somebody there laugh at you, you're going to want to punch them in the face. And then you're going to have that thought pop into the back of your head. If anybody hits you, you must hit them back.
Yeah, but then you have the ones that go, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, but most of them do that because there's people around to hear them.
No.
Come on, man.
No.
There's a difference from someone falling and they can't get up.
Nah, man. No, look here. You said what you were saying.
I'm
right?
saying.
And the attention seeker, and they want everyone not around. Oh, help.
The world's messed up.
Come on now, man.
All right, Blue
like
motherfucking
said,
Monday.
If you're by yourself, get up and brush it off, right? Okay. But no. Certain ones, I can't get up.
Yeah. And they keep it like that.
Come on, don't you see me?
Oh, I got some serious shit to talk about. Let's go international a little bit since we're already jumped into the TikTok thing. Wagwan Africa. Salute to my African Nijis out there. All right. I know it's not called Africa. I know y'all have another name for it. I know. But until I figure out what the peaceful name is by all countries, I'm just going to be Africa for now. But big up to Africa. You know what's popping in Africa, Toronto?
We call it Wakanda.
Oh, we good, but I don't want to get in any trouble with the government right now with Wakanda. I kind of like what I got Wakanda. But let's big up Africa. You know what's popping in Africa right now that I'm so impressed with right now? There's a little itty bitty little country, all right, that's underneath Ghana, that's above Nigeria. You know what I mean? It's a little itty bitty country, and it's out of debt. Almost $5 billion out of debt.
Okay.
2025. They can say F America's currency now. They can say F the yen, they can say F the pound and live right now to fix their people going forward. Going forward. If this is not a blessing.
What's that country called again?
Oh, hold on. I can't remember the name of the country because if I say the name wrong, I'm going to feel away. But I can also say Venezuela and Cuba sent thousands of troops to go back up the man, Mr. Foso. And Mr. Foso, I got to say, when I first initially read what I was reading, I thought this guy was like a warmonger. Yeah, man, bro. I thought he was coming in there on some warmonger shit. You know, America propaganda, Canadian propaganda. I thought he was a warmonger. Thought he came in on some dumb shit. This dude convinced all the middle class people on some sort of plan that the plan was going to work. And then when he got the pushback, and you know you're going to get pushback when you're doing some good shit. When he got the pushback, and this is before the American government got involved, folks. Let me just tell you this. This is like somewhere in there. I haven't gone to the bank to go pay off the bank. The man just gave up the plan, and the people he gave the information to, we're going to call it the chaos theory. Once he gave the group the information, some snitched, some didn't. Some applied it. And our charismatic leader, Floso, this genius, said, all right, let me watch Wagwan. And then when you know the colonizers, the oppressors come around and they started putting pressure on the people who applied the plan, he helped them out with the quickness, with the quickness. He didn't hezzy. That gave more confidence to the same said people to believe in what they were dealing with. Because now look at it. I'm not going to tell you how long this man's plan took, but what I could tell you enough is that by the time his plan actually came into fruition, they were already garnering community money that stayed in the community. Didn't go out the community like other cultures. They kept it in the community, built up everybody slowly but surely. Now everybody came to a realization that now they're all part of the plan, even though they didn't agree to the plan. And even if they did agree to the plan. See, that's a great leader. That great leader decided to help everybody. And he didn't even punish the people who were going against him. He helped the people that actually took the idea and tried to run with it. You see what I'm saying? So big up to that African leader right now, because technically he's not in power because of the so-called government body that was there. No. The government body that's there, big up to that man right now too, because the same Felicio guy, if he never got to him, who knows what would have happened. But he did get to the man. And now the way I look at that young, growing African country, the way I look at it, I'm looking at it like, damn, we need to follow suit. Canada, hi Canada, the same country that used to be like third in the world that people want to go and check out and go see our CN Tower and go check out our beautiful falls and go out in Alaska to go see the polar bears and the timber wolves and shit like that. Like that good shit. Now we ain't even got that. We got this stigma that's just like the North Americans, not because of North America that we're trying to be a little bit too much like the North Americans. Just a little, maybe, just a little bit too much. But either way, the way I kind of want to just get at it is, hey, folks, if you're really feeling the energies of independence, I hope this guy inspires you like how Marcus Garvey inspires me. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping this Felice I want to say his name right. Is the only reason why I'm not trying to say the name or the country, because I don't want to say it wrong. I want to say it right. But Google it, folks. Like literally, the information's there. The Americans are hating on homeboy, like heavy, to the point where it's looking like a Dr. Sigsbee, a fucking, left eye, Gaddafi, kind of like them type of energies, yo. Real shit. That's what's popping. So the way I look at it, Canada, regardless if our dollar goes below the American dollar, if it stays above, or if it's at the same point, from my point of view, like, yo, let's just be real. Let's just be real. At the end of the day, we as a population need to communicate with our population before we give so-called powers or appoint people to tell us, the population, what to do. Like, that doesn't make any sense. This Niji in Africa, like, straight motivated the people, and now the people are slowly, or if not surely, moving with him. And without being a politician, look what he's done. He's gotten his country out of debt, and they were under $5 billion in debt, and he cleared them a couple days ago before for Wednesday that just went by. Oh, that's crazy. And we got all these brilliant geniuses over here in North America, right? We got all these beautiful geniuses that got all those brilliant ideas, and the current system doesn't want to help them. Nobody wants to sit there and tell me that you are going to hear positive information and not want to take the positive information and go with it. That doesn't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I'm a cranky motherfucker, but if somebody told me the Raptors won another championship, it brightened my day. You see what I'm saying? I'm a cranky motherfucker. If I seen some boobies in the morning, I'm a happy guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm very simple to please. I don't need to see a gazillion dollars in my bank account. It wouldn't make me any happier or non-happier. My whole point is, right now, we're in 2025, and you're going to tell me a little small country, a little small place in Africa has gotten themselves out of debt. You know what I mean? On some negative news, the biggest farm market in Africa, in Ghana, I should say, happened to burn down. Weird. But that's not getting no shine. So shout out to everybody I see pushing that agenda right now via Instagram, TikTok, and all those other social media platforms that are bigging it up, because I've yet to see our North American brothers talk about it. I'm only bringing it up because, they're my melanin people. You know what I mean? Niji's for life. Oh, Toronto, I got a dumb question for you. Dumb question one. Did you know that Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston's death cases are being reopened?
Really? I didn't know that.
This is the world we live in, eh? Yes, they are reopening Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston's death cases.
Okay.
Yep. I wonder why they're going to do it now. Rest in peace to Dick Gregory for saying that Michael Jackson was killed by a laser.
Maybe because certain things are going on with Puppy.
Puffy's house is still intact. You would think his house would be one of the first places that would go up in smoke, just to hide some evidence and burn some evidence.
Well,
I mean, but that's not even the concern right now. My big issue right now is hearing some funny things like boy, oh boy. I heard that there's 91 tunnels that been found since the fires.
yeah.
91 working tunnels under LA.
Really?
91, fam.
I heard about there were tunnels underneath.
They've been saying there's tunnels underneath all of these old ass cities. Toronto, New York, St. Louis, Dallas,
Mm.
yeah, the Mississippi. For all we know, Egypt's underneath Mississippi right now. The way
Well,
things are moving right now.
well, it makes you think if the rest of the United States has underground things because like let's just get real here. Since like the war, the world wars,
Yeah.
like they're like no, we're not having it. Just in case if it does happen and getting bombed or whatever, we have the underground things.
Well,
You
you
get
would.
what I mean? Like it only makes sense to me.
It does, but here's the joke of life. If you live 6 acres away from me, and I live 6 acres from you, that's 12 acres between us, right?
Hmm.
With the 12 acres, what you do on your side, I may or may not know about, and what I do on my side, I may or may not know about it.
Hmm.
Now, if you happen to work for the system, we'll just say a very important thing like a notary, somebody who takes notes
Yeah.
for like very important things that have to do with the city and the government, and I just happen to be we'll say a garbage man. We may see each other for years, Christmas, Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? See each other on the passing. But realistically, are we both sitting there telling each other about our jobs? No. That becomes one of those, yeah, you work with me, we work in the same field, we end up talking, right? Now, what happens when you go to that one meeting where you hear, yeah, we're going to prep for this fire that's going to pop off. So, yeah, go and communicate so and so to the fire chief and Ray. You're in this meeting and you're taking your notes and you do your task and you do your task well. Do you come tell your neighbor over here, Toronto, the garbage man who happened to see you taking out the garbage, same time I'm taking out the garbage, and we happen to see each other somehow 12 acres away from each other? You gonna tell me you just had a meeting and this is what they're plotting?
Hmm.
This is the same shit that happened when everybody was like, fuck this guy, fuck that guy, and Trump still ended up becoming the first president, the 45th president. This is the exact same ish.
47th now.
Exactly. Hey, we're in a world where people can look you in the face and stab you in your back. These
Well,
backstabbers.
it is the year of the snake.
Crazy. Crazy. But you know, the funny thing is the snake in certain other cultures is considered a healer.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
look at the medical
Or their
symbol
our medical logo.
logo
Yeah,
with
that's
two
kind of creepy. Two snakes.
serpents.
Yeah, around a rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of creepy still.
Hmm.
Who makes the most money when people are sick and dying in wars? Not the medical society,
Yeah.
medical people.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? The wars, medicine, wow, insurance, crazy, crazy. These are the things that are popping in the world right now.
Endless business.
Well, like I said, I'm impressed that they're reopening Michael and Whitney's case. I
Like
felt like
like I
they
said,
didn't give me a good enough answer.
like I said,
Straight.
maybe certain things come up to light on certain things.
Shout out to my dancehall community scene. Real talk. I'm sorry, Toronto. It just popped into my head right now.
Hmm.
There's a lot of fuckery going on right now in the islands. Lots of fuckery going on right now. And I don't want to point out what's already known in the islands right now. What I want to say out loud right now, maybe because I got Caribbean in me, and maybe because I did talk to my Grammy. So I'm gonna put it this way. At some point in time, we allowed people who don't care about people to work jobs where they deal with people. Okay? I'm not gonna get mad at Habib no more for not being able to speak English at the Tim Hortons drive-through.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna get mad at Haksing, who happens to crash a truck into a wall.
Hmm.
And I'm not gonna get mad at Chief Chu if he decides to look at me like a cockroach. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You know why I'm done? Because my Caribbean islands have been making money off of the tourist system for years. no matter which politician wants to step in.
Mm.
If a small local place in a big country like Africa can get out of debt, I'm really done with my Caribbean people complaining and struggling like they don't know Wagwan. Because again, I'm here in North America. I got to deal with people who smile on my face and stab me in my back consistently. This is the Screwface capital way, right? Hence why I'm trying to change the name of the city to Blue Motherfucking Monday. No more Screwface capital. At least with Blue Motherfucking Monday, you could say it every day of the week and everybody's going to understand what you mean. Simple. Let's fight for some truth. Let's not do this Screwface capital bullshit based on you young kids who want to rep something that you guys have no fucking clue about. Let's make sure of that, because I look at things like a country that was $5 billion in debt is now out of debt. $5 billion. That's a fact. Results can be made from this. Okay? We can have a world of nothing but non-pollution vehicles and cars and all that other ish. We can. But instead of fixing the problem that we have right now, you guys want to make cars that fly now to keep up with the drone problem that y'all are started.
That's gonna be another problem.
So now we got to get pilot licenses for folks that are driving in the air.
Well, then not only that, they're gonna have to have insurance for the air and the ground, because
what happens when one of these things fall out the freaking sky and lands in a school?
Or worse.
What do you mean worse? What's worse than a fucking car falling from the sky and landing in a school? You know how many people drive their kids to school?
How about a school bus, or
even worse?
Or worse yet, there's a whole like a daycare going in the park and all of that.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, boom.
Like, come on. There are people that don't care. And then there's people, like I said, I'm done getting mad at the middleman. I'm going to start getting mad at your supervisor. Who hired you?
There you go.
I'm at the point where if you give the license to this person, if you're the teacher who gave that person the pass, you need to go to jail too. Not as the same length as that person, but you need to go to jail too. And if they have to pay a fine, you have to pay some of that fine too. That's what I want. I want to see results. I want to see change. I don't want to see people doing it just because they feel they can get away with doing it. Our society is different now. It's not the same no more. Things have changed. We have a governing body that doesn't care for its society still governing the society. And nobody wants to come out and say, hey, that's not true. You're lying. Where are you getting your facts from? I don't know. The way you guys are moving. Like, come on. They reopening up MichaelJackson's case. Rest in peace to Dick Gregory. But they opening WhitneyHouston's too. Now, we can all say it has something to do with a certain you-know-who. We could. But why even waste the breath? If he is guilty of what he did, let him burn.
The only reason why I say that, because both individuals you brought up, right?
Yeah.
They know an individual what knows that
individual.
They know a mutual individual.
Yeah. Yeah.
And up to now, him going on senile.
Well, you know.
Oh yeah, no. When they asked him
I
about
team
it
agree
on
with you on that one.
Thing,
I team agree with you on
and
that.
the guy go, oh, who? What? Well, that's what I expected. That's what I expected. The one who taught you shit and everything, now he burning and all of that. You're like, well, in his mind, he's probably saying, well, you know what? I didn't taught him too well. You know what I mean? Because my man is old and he's still free. And yo, you in lockup.
Yep.
Because I'm just gonna be real. The man did not just come up with all of this just like that.
No, he didn't.
He learned these things
way
before he started his own parties.
Yeah.
Okay?
True
he
that.
Went to parties to learn. Okay?
True.
All right? No one's talking about that.
It's a filter king.
No one is talking about that, but yeah, let that just rest in your minds.
Yeah, man, there are things that they're not telling us still.
You know what I
You know what I
mean?
mean? There's things that they're not telling us still. Like slowly but surely, I gotta look at my local Turtle Island and tell folks out of my purest of heart, if you want to see change, join the 13%. Join Mr. DaneCalloway because he's trying to do some things for the Americans on a real level, on a real level. And rest in peace to Coolio because he was one of that man's generals too. So like, you know what I mean? I people, don't get it twisted right now. I could get into the gossip that's going further on with it, but I don't even want to bring up the homeboy because I used to respect homeboy to the ultimate level. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean, who am I talk about? You want me to bring up the man name? You don't want to bring up the man name, man. Leave the man name alone, man. I don't even want to bring him up, man. No, man, I not bring up his name that way. Man, I got to see it. If it was Blue Ivy's father, you can burn two with Puffy, yo. Real shit. Real shit. Real shit. I ain't even playing with
Like,
you
so
on that.
what are you talking about?
Listen, if he guilty, if he guilty, if he guilty, remember, friends with R. Kelly too, you know.
Not guilty.
So right now, from my point of view, I need to see some facts so I can get some results. and right now, if the news, mainstream news, is telling me Jay-Z is sitting on the hot seat right now in court being questioned and under pressure, what the fuck is the government doing? That's what I want to know now. They're showing me this. Let me see the other hand. That's all I'm saying. Show me the other hand. I don't care how bad the news is. Just show me. Stop this. You guys are going to ban TikTok based on the fact that you can't control the information that's on TikTok?
That's the hollow, the reason.
CapCut. Y'all want to do that to poor CapCut too? Like, what the fudge? Like, listen. We all know if this was a baby and a parent situation, the parent is yelling at the baby, and the baby's gonna be like, "I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyways."
Well, right to know that it's not gonna go on. But you know what? If it did go on though, right?
It did go on, and then they had to put it back like 3 hours later.
Like I said, yeah. But the thing is, I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Yo, check this out. Let's hypothetically speaking.
Oh, let's go, Toronto.
Now, if they banned it, right?
Yo,
Remember, it's not banned here, right? You know what will be happening? I'm gonna tell you this. They'll be saying enough of them been saying, yo, like say for instance, you gotta take, yo, I'll pay you to do my account.
How?
American bread. Yeah. Oh yeah. I need to keep my shit up.
Yeah.
We be cashing in, and they didn't want that. May I tell you that ripple effect, bro.
Well,
Enough of them would be saying, "Yo, could you run my account for me, and I'll send you the things and da da da."
Right now,
I'm telling you.
Shout out to Australia. This little beautiful, sexy trucker girl gave me the greatest idea, and I'm gonna exploit her idea just to go on with what you were saying. She said, "If you want to keep your TikTok account, okay, or you want the TikTok account, she is willing to take your money and go buy you a phone in Australia and have it mailed to you." So you can get your TikTok account back.
So she'll be. That's another hustle. That's another hustle.
Big time. Had to salute the queen for that.
That's another hustle, yo.
Had to salute the queen for that.
But the only problem with that now
is that you're going to have an Aussie number, and every time someone calls you, it's a long distance call. But if you're just using the internet and you're not a phone person, you're great. You're golden.
As long as the number is registered to that, then you could be using it over the thing.
Well, if you change numbers, your IP address is still the same, right? So it's basically cancel the phone altogether because every phone has its own individual IP.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
how does that work? The data and all of that then.
I don't think they collect data the way they make it seem like they collect data. I think they collect data in a way where they can put quick models together and let the model run around
No,
and see
I'm
if it
just going by the
grows.
basics here, right?
Yeah,
Like, okay, we go over there, and you want to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Okay, because you got to know that the what America really did was not banned TikTok and quick. They didn't ban it like that. What they did is take it off their American platforms and their app stores.
mm,
That's what happened. So now, if you go and you go check and you go type in TikTok for the app, it will not show up.
mm,
That's what that is. Anybody who's already on it and involved with it right now, you're basically good and you're protected because you're already there before this.
but
Going
okay, so
forward
you're
now,
saying you're saying she download the thing on the phone, she sends it to you, you're good.
yeah,
You're good
pretty
to go
much, pretty
because it's
much,
already on there.
yeah. Because over in Australia,
Yeah,
they're not banning TikTok,
yeah.
right? 90% of the earth ain't banning TikTok. So come on, let's keep it simple. You can't ban something if the people are all standing behind it. Straight. So if I gotta look at Mr. Elon Musk, who bought X, aka Twitter, he knew what he was buying it for. Bottom line, nobody can disagree with that. You get me? Nobody. What people need to come to a real grips with is that this guy's now in a power position move if Trump don't square up with him right off the hop. And when I mean by square up, definition of square up means this is what you can do. And if you do anything outside of what I told you you can do, I'm locking you the fuck down. Or it's just business, man. It's nothing personal. So to me, it's funny that a Tesla blew up in front of a Trump building. It's funny. I'm laughing hysterically right now. Like laughing so hard my guts are all over the floor right now. Why I bring that up is because are we going to have to wait 10 years, 15 years for them to open up this case to get the information about what happened in front of Trump's towers with the Tesla? Is that what's going to happen too? Because the guy was a military dude, right? And that's a fact. And I know the military has a thing when it comes to their information, it's not supposed to go to the public. So, again, more secrets. Hey, Canada's government, our governing body, did you guys come up with a decision and a plan yet? Because I really, 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 really think you guys are not looking out for our best interests as people and the population. I really don't. I think y'all are more concerned about your fucking vacation home in Florida, LA, Texas, New Mexico. That's what I think. That's just my personal opinion. If the rest of the country started to think like that too, maybe things might change. Maybe, maybe, maybe. I say maybe because, you know, I don't have a house in Florida and I don't have a place in LA and I don't have a place in New Mexico to worry about. I don't. So if I was a politician and I had those things before I became a politician, okay, cool. But a lot of y'all didn't start getting them things to your third or fourth year into the thing. And I just think that's really suspicious. Blue motherfucking Monday is just saying. I think that's very, very suspicious. It has my attendance up in the air. But I'm glad they're opening up Mr. Michael Jackson and Miss Whitney Houston's cases. I would love to hear some answers for that. I want to know if they even knew about the tunnels. That's kind of creepy. Straight goods. But let's get on to some positive vibes real quick. Not too long though.
Yeah, man.
So,
Conclusion.
oh, we can do that? Okay, we can do that too. But let me ask you one question, Toronto. How do you feel about veteran artists speaking about their visa situation?
Visa situation.
Their visa situation. Because there's a lot of international artists that I didn't realize were kind of like stuck in their country and they couldn't go to America and perform. And they couldn't go to like certain other countries to perform.
Okay.
Yeah. So the visa situation. So a vet artist. So somebody who's had their music on the radio played, you know what I mean? vet artists. I'm not talking about no rookies and no newcomers.
Such as?
Shit, man. Let's say Beanie Man. Beanie Man just got back his visa to go back into America. Just like Buju Banton.
Well,
the reason why I didn't want to bring up the names of certain artists is because at the end of the day, I feel like that list is too long. I couldn't even find a black person in the top 50. I mean, a white person in the top 50.
When it comes to that, right, they only allow a certain amount to get it.
Well, yeah, I hear that. I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to really look into the criteria to get a visa, a work visa or whatever. I don't know. I just find it funny that the artists don't communicate to other artists. It's not like, okay, Bino got banned from Detroit, right? Does that entail me being banned from the whole of America? You get me? Or is it just Detroit? You see what I'm saying? I ain't got no hey, as long as it's not the Piston in Toronto playing, I got love for Detroit. Okay? Because you know I'm a diehard Toronto fan, so I'm sorry. It is what it is. But Detroit, I got love for y'all. I just brought y'all to mind because y'all right there by Windsor, man. Come on. So now that's what I'm saying. Like communication between elder artists to the younger generation, right? Because I know there's a lot of kids right now in Toronto, or at least in the 416 area, that are pretty uber talented, but they don't realize that they can go get a work visa. You see what I'm saying? And go work in another country. All right. Like, hopefully y'all take that in for 2025. Don't get stuck doing the same repetitive shit. You don't have to work at fucking Tim Hortons and McDonald's. You can get a work visa, man. travel across broad. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, little rumor for those folks. Somebody can come back and tell me about it down the road. Here's the rumor, right? The rumor is the teacher, Vybez Kartel, okay, somehow got blackryno and popcaan to actually sit down and have a conversation. And rumor is there's actual footage of it. So the rumor is that's what happened. I don't know how much of a rumor that it is. If there's footage out there, I will be leaking the footage sometime this week for y'all to see it yourselves. Y'all can go on from there. But to me, I'm not even a reggae dancehall fan person like that. But to me, I would love to see popcaan and blackryno on a track again. Really and truthfully. Yes, they can bring on the teacher for a feature, but blackryno and popcaan on a tune again? On a tune again? That's what I'm saying. That would be huge. Because for me, they're the younger Jennas. When you talk Jenna talk, I can say there's some young Jennas for sure. Ratings to them on them. See? No matter what, ratings to them on them. And I just want to say, if teacher get them two to reason again and even bring out a 1, 2, 3 tune.
It's a respect factor, both of them have respect for the teacher.
Well, that's what I'm hoping it is, man. I listen.
So the teacher say, yo, listen here, the student them, yo, stop fighting. And
look, you can't really tell a man what him can worry about or what he can't worry about.
The thing is,
if they respect the man.
The thing is that, yo, you're both big influences in the reggae world.
Yes. And I him really put them on.
And
so
we need to stop the fuckery.
Well, yeah. Because like since teachers touch road, I have yet to hear any nonsense coming out of his camp aside from them defending a certain lie. Like, listen, the man just got out of jail. He's not full 100. I don't even me personally, as a fan of his music, I wouldn't even want him to go out and perform. So I blame all you Gaza people who have him on stage and forcing this freedom thing. You see it? I would have gave that man his year off before I would have forced him to do a show. And I don't feel like he was really forced, but y'all Gaza people, man. Are you people make him, y'all put him up on that stage. I tell you, if it was a gully team, I would have been there like, nah, gully God, you have to sit down, put up your feet, my lad. Go get, two, three women, man. Go chill, my lad. You just come out of the ends, my lad. Nah, my lad. No, you need to rest up a little more. And people would call me a hater.
So you go.
Them would call me a hater. Them would say me, I stop the gully God. Me, da, 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 da.
Anyway.
But again, like I said, if the Chicha can come back, hit the stage the way he did, bring on everybody. Shout out to Miss Spice right there too. She tore up her time up on there. Shout out there. Yeah, man. She's putting in bare work. I gotta, some of these dancehall artists, because I ain't gonna lie, they sent me their music from last year, man. And it's not that I didn't want to post it up. It's just true say, the thing fire. The thing fire. And I don't want to not put the right information up, like who the director was, who the choreographers are. Those are informations I need to get from said artists.
Well, speaking about set, what's the conclusion to this episode, brother?
The conclusion to this episode is, please, if you are melanin, skinned, Niji, expected, Wakanda forever living, y'all need to go to check out your little information. Go find my dude there for the FASO. Okay? And all the information I was talking about in this episode will pop up for y'all. All right? Okay? Because to me right now, the conclusion is this guy brings in results. Blue motherfucking Monday's looking for results. We ain't playing with nobody. We're coming only because Down to Earth podcast got us out here live. EQTV International. Come on, man. What's better than that? Best thing for me to say right now to close it out with this conclusion is, Toronto, you know what I want to hear, man.
You done know. Thank you for all for tuning in.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Straight up goods. You done know on D2E Network, QTV, CMA Entertainment. You done know, man. ATV here. You done know. But we're gonna end it like this. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message. Nation. What?
Yeah.